Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream today. Here we go with the market. So far today, we have SPY. Seriously, it's sitting up there. I won't say it's like exploding or anything, but like we're sitting up here just right around that 414 support from the end of the day yesterday. Still looking pretty good, even though it's fairly flat this morning. As you guys already know, Coinbase is the talk of the town this morning. We're up 39%. I think it's halted at 112.40 right now, right at open. So pretty crazy movement here. Like I said, it is already halted. So keep that on the radar. Maybe it's not. Maybe this was just lagging on me, actually. Hang on. It looked like it was halted there. Let me get it up on my other monitor here on good old Thinkorswim. Then I'll really know if it's halted, but yeah, here we go. It's not halted, guys. Sorry for that. It's actually it was just I think this was just lagging for me. You can see it's not really moving too much. Actually, I was expecting a little bit more volatility here. It's just kind of like stuck. There we go. Now it's at that volatility. Now it's up to 115. It's weird. It'll move. It'll get stuck. Then it'll like fly up out of nowhere. I don't know if this is trading view kind of like lagging a little bit here today or what it is, but nonetheless, though, it's pretty crazy. Hopefully you guys are having a great morning. Coinbase is definitely the big news, though. They partnered with BlackRock to bring BlackRock's clients actually access to crypto. So that is pretty big. I know BlackRock is a huge company for anybody who doesn't know them. They've been in the trading game for a long time, and they are one of the bigger ones out there, that's for sure. But yeah, that's huge, though, guys. Coinbase up 43% now. 43%. That is an otherworldly number. Cannot believe that it's up that much. Let's see it on a daily chart how Coinbase looks. Yeah, it still has a long way to go too. I'll be honest. I'm glad that it's up almost 50% today, but we still have room to go. How's Bitcoin today? Bitcoin is pretty interesting looking. I will say it's a pretty bullish looking setup in my opinion, though. I think that looks very bullish here to the upside with Bitcoin. Wow, that's actually not bad. Starting to bounce off support right there, really close, like 22,700. Getting that nice little push back up now. Yeah, actually a pretty good move there. SPY's looking hot. I mean, wow, stocks are looking pretty good across the board today, guys. I mean, overall everything's looking pretty nice. We are seeing a little bit of stocks falling off, kind of like the oil market again with ZOM, Oxy, and stocks like that. They're still down a little bit after ZOM's earnings, or after Oxy's earnings, which actually the earnings themselves weren't bad. It's just, the stock's movement obviously went down a little bit. Maybe their guidance or their conference call was a little bit whack. I don't know exactly what went on with it, but we'll have to look into that a little bit harder. But so far this morning, my watch list to the upside is definitely Coinbase, like we talked about. They're having that big push. They're honestly starting to kind of fall back off now, which is interesting. I think some sellers are starting to come back in. Let's look on that 1 minute. There we go. You can see a little bit of sellers are coming in. So it is what it is. Mike Chang says, I'm still in the red on Coin. Oh, wow, Mike. Are you holding it from like when it IPO'd or something? Are you in around like 240 or 220 or something? Because, man, I know this stock has been on a huge downtrend. It was actually pretty easy to be on the wrong side of that trade. Sean says, LabU's blasting. Is it LABU? Let's see. Yeah, it is 3 big green days in a row for LabU again, Sean. And it's running right up to that resistance. Yeah, nice, Sean. Nice call out there. Hopefully it keeps going today. It's already up 9%, though. Their average daily move down here says it's 6%, so we're a little bit above the average already, but it has a lot of momentum, and hopefully it keeps running up since we broke above $10 today. $10 should be a pretty big psychological level for them. Looks like Robinhood's still ripping up after their earnings, which is funny. Their earnings initially seemed so bad, and they were like falling off, but yeah, Robinhood really turned it around, so good for them. That's good. We have AMC up to $20, guys. I mean, hey, this is actually pretty cool, right? AMC is kind of back on the uptrend with some of these growth stocks. I don't know exactly how high this one's going to move. For example, if we have Zoom, DraftKings, and stocks like that, and they end up, flying up, I'm curious to see how much AMC will fly up with that there. So very interesting, but yeah, nonetheless, figured I'd mention it. For everybody still into the Penn play, I have good news. It actually just turned around for us. If we look at that 5-minute chart here, I mean, there we go. Penn just turned it around in a big way, up to 37.40 now. Obviously, it might not keep up like this throughout the day, but, following that earnings report that was mixed, I'll definitely take that big move up. So, yeah, hopefully it keeps recovering, and honestly, I hope it over-recovers. I hope it over-recovers, and hopefully Penn can get up to like $40 or something like that in the shorter term. That would be awesome if we could maybe get up to there. But yeah, great move with that one. I also saw the China stocks were doing very well today, like Baba, Baidu, stocks like that. They're really exploding. Baba had earnings this morning, guys. It looks like they went pretty well. So there we go. I know Baba has recently had some pretty good numbers on earnings before. Go back to Penn because it's still kind of breaking here. Yeah, it's still trying to run. That's pretty big. Yeah, there it goes. 37.50 now. Wow. Wow, it's not bad. Yeah, that's an amazing move there for Penn. Keep running up for us. That'd be nice. Man, those spreads right now on that options chain are pretty insane though. It's a $75 spread. Jeez. Last sold price was $4. Wow. Wow, 37.73 now. It's just still going. There we go. Somebody just got a fill on it at $5, guys. On those on those Penn calls from the swings. That is big. Wow. Yeah, that is a very nice move there. Interesting. Yeah, I'm really happy to see Penn continue up though. I'll be honest, I kind of thought we were going to see a shorter term downtrend here in the short term, but hey, I'm glad that Penn ended up rocketing back up for us. That's nice to see. As for anybody who doesn't know, this is one of the premium plays that we were in the swing plays in Discord. It's been on fire lately. If you look at that daily chart, it has just been pretty much straight up. I can't remember the exact day I bought it, but somewhere down here we got it, and yeah, it's been very bullish since then, to say the least. So it's been playing out very, very well. Glad to see it's still up today after earnings. That was a bit of a scare, and yeah, now it's continuing up even higher. So very cool to see there. Overall, Penn Gaming has had a lot of volatility lately to the downside. So I'm glad to see it moving up now after it had that pretty rough, past year and a half. So good thing to see it coming up in the shorter term. I will say in the short term, there's big resistance up here around $40 even. So just be very careful of that level, guys. $40 might be a tough level to break in the short term, but we do have time on this play, so that is good. We already took profits though at 50%, so you kind of already missed out on the play if you're hearing about this for the first time, but it's okay. Yeah, Mike Chang says he got into Coinbase at 160. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's really high. Let's go back and look at Coinbase one more time. Yeah, oh, it's coming back down now. There we go. Yeah, I hit 115 at the high, almost 116 now. Yeah, 116 now. It's coming down. It's down around 106. Yeah, definitely pulling back today. JT says long into Meta, question mark. Let's see. Ooh, this one looks pretty good, JT. I kind of like this. I'm not going to lie. I think this looks like a pretty good play. Let's see that daily chart of it real quick. Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty hot on the daily. It's like right at resistance, but I feel like we could break that. It's kind of like right there. It has some good momentum, and if these other stocks keep going, I think Meta could easily break out. Yeah, I think they could have a pretty easy breakout here, though, as long as some of these other stocks in the market kind of keep ripping up today. Like, let's go look at that SPY. Is it still going? Ah, turning back around. Apple's got rejected. Microsoft getting rejected. Very slow day so far. It's for, I should say, very slow day for some of these bigger stocks. Obviously, Coinbase is doing fine, but, yeah, like Meta, for example, some of those stocks like Apple, Microsoft, they aren't looking as good today as I would hope so, Jacob. I will say, though, Meta itself looks a lot better than, like, Microsoft and Apple does to me, though, so, yeah, I'll still be eyeing up Meta. It did kind of get rejected there, like right at that level there of like 170. Keisha says the jobless numbers came out. Yeah, I didn't see anything that was too crazy. Yeah, weekly jobless claims rise to 260,000 ahead of the non-farm payrolls report. Yeah, I know tomorrow's going to be a bigger day with the non-farm payrolls there. Those non-farm payrolls are going to be pretty big. But let's go see. Oh, let me get my economic calendar here. Yeah, there's tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have the unemployment rate and the non-farm payrolls. So that's going to be pretty big. Those jobless claims did come out today, though, which is big. They also talk about some trade numbers today. Not really too important, I don't think. I mean, obviously they're important, but they're right around expectations. They're saying they're slightly lower, though, so I don't know, maybe that's bad. Yeah, the U.S. economy added 258,000 positions in the month for non-farm payrolls. Said the labor market remains in good shape as the summer quarter progress, but the rise in initial claims since early April is a cool breeze blowing at a hot labor market this summer. Okay. That's funny. They're saying that in a little bit of a weird way, but the 4-week moving average of jobless claims, which smooths out weekly volatility, reflects the shift in the jobs market. That number rose 6,000 from previous week to 254,750, up sharply from the recent low of 170,500 on April 2nd, and the highest level of the year. So interesting with that. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I know that tomorrow those numbers are going to be even bigger. So be on the lookout tomorrow. Where is that? We're going to see some. Oh, there it is. The calendar. Yeah, we have that unemployment rate and then the non-farm payrolls at like 8:30 a.m. in the morning. So be on the lookout for those guys. That's going to be huge. Like Keisha said, the jobless numbers came out today. Those already kind of hit the market. So we'll have to see how kind of some of these non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate can go. I know the unemployment rate is going to be very important to look at. So it looks like they're expecting it right around 3.6%. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes, but 3.6%, I don't know. That seems kind of low, but we'll have to see. I know the jobs market's actually been pretty good. But hey, JT, there goes Meta. There we go. Meta's going again, breaking out. Another big move. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. Big break up above 170 at the 171.50 here. I like that play on Meta, JT. I don't know why. I like that setup. I thought it had some good momentum. It looked a lot better than Apple and Microsoft, although I wouldn't be surprised if those stocks came up as well. But yeah, this is just insane to see Meta up like this. Ironical says AMD broke $100. Did it? Let's see. Wow, yeah, back up above 100 this week. That's pretty big. They've been recovering back, trying to get back on the uptrend, and yeah, it looks like it's definitely having some success there doing that. So that's really cool to see. That's awesome. Really happy for that. I'm really eyeing up this pen play in the background, guys. Sorry about that. Give me a second here. Pen is at just such a big spot right now. Yeah, we're going to let it go. No, I'm just joking. There goes AMD up to 100, breaking out, guys. Almost up to 101 now. There we go. Eye this up. I mean, there's a lot of stocks breaking out right now with some pretty good momentum today. So I would really look to eye some of these up. You're going to probably catch some pretty good plays here in the shorter term. Yeah, some of these are just looking so hot right now. Wow. Yeah, these moves are just so amazing. AMD looks like it's probably going to hit up here, though, and slow down, guys. So be a little bit on the lookout for that. Obviously, you have to be a little bit worried that these stocks will fall back down every once in a while. Like, it's breaking in a good way, but it's also not having, like, the best moves. You know, like, it's not, it's still, like, running up under that 101 resistance, and there's still some huge volatility here today, so it could start really flying back down quickly, kind of like what we're seeing right now, honestly. It's actually having a pretty, excuse me, guys, sorry, pretty big pullback there, back to the downside. But, yeah, looking at my watch list here today, the main one up is Coinbase, but honestly, it's been kind of falling back down now. Down 11 or down, yeah, I mean, honestly, a good like 15% from the top up there. That's pretty big. Pretty big intraday pullback there. Roku, though, is still blasting. Roku's having a lot of momentum, up 7.3%. Wow, I know a lot of these other stocks have kind of taken the spotlight this morning, but Roku is having a day. Same thing with XPEV. That's actually a really good day for XPEV. 5.7%. They had that big drop earlier in the week as some of these China stocks had some crazy news. But yeah, there's Baba up a little bit more today too. JD's up. Yeah, it's been a pretty good morning, guys. I'll take it. JT says Meta lines, I'm up 30%. Yeah, let's see. Meta really breaking out up above 170 now. Let's check out that daily chart here, JT. Let's see. So as far as the lines go right here, JT, I'm seeing some resistance. I don't have a line, but I'm seeing some resistance here at 172.50. So be a little bit aware of that. You're about 50 cents away from that resistance there. 172 might be the level too. But yeah, I will say be a little careful. We are running up into that resistance. It is pretty hot today, though. I will say it looks like it could possibly keep breaking, but just eye it up. Be careful. I would say take some profits at least at 172 or 172.50. Let's see, how close did it get? It actually got pretty close to 172.50, JT. So I'd be careful with it. If you have like multiple contracts, I'd probably cut half of them and then look to hold the second half. That's probably what I would do with it if I were you. But yeah, this is just been a really hot day so far. A lot of big runners, a lot of big breakouts. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, smash that like button, of course. Man, that really helps out. But yeah, it's been a pretty good day. You know, like I said, lots of breakouts are happening in the market. It's looking pretty good here over the past few hours. So I'll take it. Big moves, exactly what we want to see. I will say it looks like Meta's now slowing down though, JT. So you gotta always be careful of that. Yeah, wow, it hit 172.15 and started slowing down. So it got really close to that upper resistance I talked about. Intraday, that's probably going to be a big level there. Not saying it can't break it, but it'll at least hit off of it, like what we're seeing. All right, what other stocks you guys looking at today? Mike Chang says Baba is still under 100. Thoughts on picking up some shares? You know, Mike, I think that the shares on Baba are at a good level. I think as long as you're comfortable holding it, then it's fine. Personally, I'm just not into the China stock. So personally, I mean, Baba's all right. You know, I think it's a decent company. I don't think that company-wise they're going to do anything too terrible. And stock-wise, I think it should go up. My issue is if China does something to Taiwan like Russia did to Ukraine, then we're going to see a lot of issues come into play here. And China got very defensive over this with Pelosi just this past week. So I'm kind of a little scared off from these China stocks right now. They can obviously do very, very well, but at the same time, they could crash down in a big, big way. So I know they're already down a lot. So personally, if you like, you don't even have to like China. As long as you're like confident that China won't do anything too crazy, then I think owning Baba is a good thing for you. I think it's a good company. I think you're getting it at a good price. Personally, though, I don't own it, and I'm not gonna own it. And yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll trade it. I might do some options on some China stocks, kind of like the Queb swing play and stuff like that. I'm fine with that, but I'm not gonna be buying shares and holding them for the longer term with Baba personally. But like I said, that's just because of China. It's not because of Baba as a company. So keep that in mind, Mike. I think, though, if you really want it for shares and you're confident in China, then I think that it's a good price to buy. Anything under 100 is a good price. Even anything under like 110 is probably a really good price, in my opinion. 110 is a pretty big resistance here. I'm actually going to mark that. 110 is a big resistance on the chart. But yeah, 100 is going to be pretty big too, Mike. So I don't know. If you really like it, just average in a little bit, and I think you'll be A-okay with that play with Baba. Getting into some of these chip plays today, though, like AMD and NVIDIA, they are getting really, really close to breaking back out. Like we talked about earlier, AMD was getting really close to 101. NVIDIA is looking very good today, too. They actually broke out above 190, and they're pushing up to around 200, but now they're getting rejected again, so sucks to see them now coming back off to the downside. Just about everything, though, is coming down now after that big uptrend we just had. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. That uptrend was insane this morning, to say the least. Like, just look at NVIDIA here. Even this one broke out in a pretty big way. Yeah, pretty big for them. How's MGM? Yeah, MGM's looking pretty hot. Like I said earlier, Penn Gaming was up. They're starting to turn over a little bit now, of course, though. Let's see, Run was running. Coinbase is now only up 20%. Like, what's happening, guys? This thing was up 48% a few minutes ago. No, I'm just joking. It's volatile. It's probably going to be up and down a lot throughout the day today. Mike Chang says, thanks, Tom. Good point. I'm going to stay away. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're confident in it, I think it's fine. I think Baba's just more of like a personal decision. You know, it's honestly, like, the company's decent. I think that they'll do pretty well with profits and revenue, and I think they'll be holding up quite well over the next year or two in China. Yeah, it's just the main thing is like, if you trust in China or not. Personally, I feel like it's just too risky, but yeah, if you're staying away is probably a good idea, honestly. There's so many other stocks at lows right now. Like, you could go look at Meta, DraftKings, Zoom, Square, Unity, Roblox, if you wanted to get risky. Anything. Lucid, Rivian, LI. I mean, all these things. Well, not LI. Sorry, that's another China stock. But all the other ones are looking really good, which is crazy. Xbox Fanatic says, thanks, guys, for the awesome stock algorithm on TradingView. I love it a lot. Yeah, there we go. Glad you like it. I know there's a lot of features with that. You can go into the settings. You can put on support and resistance lines, too. Yep, there we go. Plotted some automatic support and resistance for me. Wow, it actually has that right on the level there at 360 on SPY, and then a pretty big resistance here, really close to 410 or 414. So yeah, this is honestly pretty spot on. But yeah, this is awesome. Glad you're enjoying it. I know it gives a lot of good oversold signals and stuff like that as well, which is pretty cool. Gives you some good chances to average into some good plays. Glad you're liking it, Xbox. And yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the live stream today. If you like that, smash the like button. I'd appreciate that too. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I like your name though. That's a very interesting name, Xbox Fanatic. Sounds like me a few years ago. Honestly, I used to play Xbox all the time. Okay. Yeah, they said they didn't know all the features. Yeah, here you can go to settings. You can uncheck this for support and resistance to come up. You change the confidence level to make more oversold signals or less. So like if we have a confidence level of 1, that's going to change the parameters and it's going to show up less. So you can see now it's giving me only oversold signals down here at the bottom. So it's a little bit more careful in the way that it shows those. Sometimes with those other ones, you know, they might be a little bit of a fake out. Then you could change this to 2 even. And let's see, 2 might not even work on SPY. Yeah, 2 doesn't even work on SPY. So you can play with it on each stock, but you can see like 1 is obviously the way to go with the confidence level on SPY here. It's showing us the really good levels. Yeah, you can see every time there's been a big dip on SPY, it's showed you pretty much the bottom over the past 20 years. Or, I mean, 10 years, sorry. Not 20 years. But, yeah, it showed you pretty much the bottom on there if you have confidence level on 1. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I'm going to throw it back on 0, though. Some of those riskier stocks don't show them quite as well. Yeah, here's Amazon, though, breaking out, guys, up 1.4%, having a really good morning. Yeah, Xbox says thank you. No problem, no problem. Figured I'd show you some of those features there. Yeah, I really want to talk about Amazon, guys. This thing is having a very nice breakout today. I mean, this is looking really hot, actually. I love this channel that Amazon was in yesterday, and once we started breaking out above this, it was looking pretty hot. So, yeah, I'm glad to see that Amazon's continuing up here. I think it can start to really run up. It's having a really good move today. Yeah, there we go. That's a pretty good break, actually. And it's a big psychological level around 140. Like, you almost can't get any better than that with it. I'll take it. There we go. That's a big push, though. 141.10 right now. Xbox says that it's cool. All I need is more money, lol. Yeah, I know, right? Don't we all? Don't we all? Yeah, that's funny. But, yeah. But looking at some stocks in the market here. Seeing some pretty good ones today still, like Roku. They're still looking okay. I feel like they're holding up. They obviously had a big dip with their earnings. Was that late last week? Yeah, like late last week. Today they're trying to push back up. It's just all over the place though. Having a pretty crazy morning actually. It's actually a pretty good move from Roku this morning. I mean, at one point this thing was probably up 7 or 8%. So yeah, that's really good to see that they're holding up a little bit. They're probably not going to hold up all day, but it's looking good. Xbox says he's really happy about SoFi, or that they're really happy about SoFi. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're happy about it working out so well yesterday. Like, that move it up, what was it, 28%? Almost 30%. That was the move of the market yesterday, you know? That was a huge move with SoFi. And they had a lot of good news with banks and stuff like that, so that's great. Glad to see that you did well with them. Nathan says you like Amazon calls. Let's see, AMZN. Yeah, you know, as far as Amazon calls go, I like them personally. I think that's a pretty good play today. They're hovering really close to 140 here. Obviously, it might not go up all day long, but I feel like the chances of us like holding here and coming back up above that high of day are fairly strong. You know, like look at the way that we're breaking out of this channel here. I mean, I think that looks like a really solid setup. Even though we're coming down like over the past 2 minutes, I still think that over the next, you know, few days or something, we'll start to move a little bit away from this channel in one direction or the other. And I feel like it's going to be up since we're breaking out of it right now. Jamie says doing well on SEAS here. SEAS. What is that? Oh, SeaWorld. Wow, I haven't heard about this stock in a while. But yeah, I'm glad you're killing it. That's up 5%. That's really doing well there, Jamie. Seas. Yeah, SeaWorld. That's cool. Let's see it on that daily chart. Okay, there we go. There we go. What's that movie called? Like Blackfish or something? I always see those Nelk boys. They went to SeaWorld and they were like making fun of it or something funny. I don't know exactly what they were doing with it, but they were talking about the whales, and it was funny. They were trying to make the workers mad, so it was ended up being a pretty good little comedy skit. Xbox says I'm sitting at 81 of 100 total shares. Can't wait to hit my goal on SoFi. Wow, that's cool. 81 of 100. That's nice. Too bad you have to buy in now after it popped up 28% though. That sucks a little bit, but I'm really glad that you're doing well right now, and yeah, I hope you can hit your goal soon. I bet you'll hit it fairly soon on good old SoFi. Wow, SoFi, that daily chart is insane. Like, even though it was up 28%, it's not even like that big of a move. Pretty weird. And what I'm looking at is this stock's had like green candles the same size as that one multiple times over the past year, so kind of weird. Hexbox says, LOL, I can wait till it dips some. What if it doesn't dip anymore? No, I'm just joking. It probably will. Just keep averaging in, you'll be fine there. You'll be fine on it. Don't overdo it, of course. Never overdo that, that's for sure. Hex. I know, right? Yeah. Yep. All right, let's cycle through some stocks here. Let's go to that 5-minute chart again. Let's see what we have climbing up the watch list here. I'm going to see if I have any notable movers here. Maybe like Teladoc. Yeah, look at Teladoc, guys. That's actually kind of getting up there. Looking pretty hot. What about DraftKings? Oh, not as good, not as good. Go back to Teladoc. That was looking better. Yeah, there we go. Teladoc, AMD. AMD's almost back up to 101, guys. It's breaking out again. Actually, oh wow, we like double topped on AMD. There we go. Boom, big double top. Big double top on AMD right there, guys. Boom. That's pretty big. I'm screenshotting this and throwing it in the Discord, actually. That's actually a really nice move there. Yeah, hey, that's a really good move, though. AMD's like right at that big level up there. Yeah, that's going to be a crazy stock today. I hope it can break out, but like looking at it like right now, it's kind of getting rejected a little bit there. It does worry me with this one. It's kind of not having the best movement. I would hope to see some better price action out of this one. Yeah, wow, it's just not what I was hoping for. It's definitely not bad. It's just, yeah, just is what it is. Pulling back down now. Hoping for the break, but not going to happen there. What about XPEV? I feel like that thing's coming back up. Okay, it's trying. We're starting to see some positive movement here on the candles. Hey, Adam says Tom's doing a great job. Hey, I appreciate it. Smash that like button if you guys haven't yet. I appreciate the nice comments. Seriously, that's seriously humbling there for me. So thank you guys so much. But yeah, looking at the market here, trying to find some good breakouts. I mean, XPEV is one of the ones up there right at the top. AMD is another one. As far as stocks that are like just up there at their like crucial levels here, I guess we could say. What about like Enphase? Some of those clean energy plays. Oh, Enphase is actually right up there too, up around 294. I would hope Enphase could start to move up to around 296 maybe. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Enphase is having a pretty decent little move too. Like, honestly, it's not bad. Look at that chart. You can see this chart over the past, like, week. It's been really, like, ripping to the upside, starting to go flat up here. Once we go flat for maybe another day or two, I feel like we'll start to see some pretty big rips to the upside. Be something to watch for. Tesla is also kind of breaking. They got really close to that upper resistance around 940, like really close. Looking pretty hot there. Keisha says D-Nut is looking like it wants to break out on the daily. Is that donut? What what is this? Oh, Krispy Kreme. There we go. Okay. That makes sense. D-Nut. What a ticker. I didn't know what the hell this was going to be. I wasn't sure whether to expect donuts or like the adult entertainment industry, but yeah, there we go. I'll take it. Wow, actually, this stock is very strange over the past couple years. It's been really flat down here at the bottom. Honestly, seems like a pretty good pickup for shares, Keisha. Yeah, I think that looks like a pretty good pickup for shares. No lie, it looks pretty good. Wow. Hovering a lot down here around some of these big supports. Like recently it hit off 14, which is pretty big. Even down here at the bottom, there was huge like wicks down here, really close to like 1350. Keisha also says ABT or, yeah, ABT Abbott. That's what I thought it was. This one I don't really like as much, but it kind of seems like a growth stock. You know, we're getting a lot of oversold signals down here on our algo, so not looking too bad actually if you want to like average in for the longer term. As far as the shorter term though, this one's not my favorite setup, but you can see the good thing with this is it's been super flat the past 2 weeks. Now, a lot of people would look at this and say, oh, it's flat, don't trade it. They would just say, oh, it's flat. I'd rather trade Zoom or something, but you know, it's flat. The thing is like, look at this. Once it goes flat for enough days, like looks like here around 10 days or something, it'll start to have a big move. And, you know, we've been flat already for like 3/4 almost of the way. So I feel like that we're going to probably see a pretty big move one way or the other pretty soon. It's going to be really hard to gauge it, which direction, but I will say, you know, it's been consolidating a lot and it's probably tightening up, just coiling, waiting for a nice little rip. Jay Deep said Baba destroyed after their good earnings. Is that the case? Let's see. Yeah, it is. They're pulling back. Let's see that that 5-minute chart looks brutal. They're down to around $98 there at that low. Yeah, definitely not good. Not good at all. Yeah, Baba. Poor Baba. Poor Baba. Having to move down again. Let's see. Keisha says Airbnb, my Airbnb is looking nice too. Is it Airbnb? They're also saying they entered yesterday and they're up 60% on it already. Wow, that's huge, Keisha. Yeah, nice. Up 60%. I remember talking about this one a lot with the earnings. Yeah, really nice move, Keisha. It looks like here on the daily chart, you know, there's going to be a big resistance up around 124. That might not be a bad target there. 124 might not be too bad. Keisha says that expiration is going to be August 26th. So yeah, you do have around like 20 days, 22 days on it. Not bad. I think that's pretty good. Iranical says ready for a big move on AMD, up or down. I know, right? Can we just have the big move already and be done with it? Here we go. Here we go. We're getting close. AMD is about to explode, I think, Iranical. Yeah, I think AMD is about to have an explosion. We're like right at this double top. Wow, yeah, we need to see how this goes. I'm hoping this can like have a big breakout. And I think it could. Yeah, it's actually a big upper resistance around 101. Hopefully it breaks out though. I might be wrong, you know, it might double top up here. It very well could. Come on, AMD, get up there. Get up there. Let's break above 101. Let's go. Come on. Let's get some good momentum. We're only up 2.8%. You've been falling down too much lately. You need to go up. You need to have some nice 5% days. Oh, man. What happened? What happened? The red came in. Oh, no, no. Oh, man. That was quick. That was like 10 seconds and we're instantly gone. Oh, wow. Wow, that's why you wait for the breakout, guys. It's why we wait for the break. Wow, that's bad. That's a bad move. Bad rejection. Damn. Hopefully it comes up and maybe breaks over the next like hour or so then. Wow, it's getting some volatility though. Starting to see some pretty crazy price action coming in here. Yeah. I know Iranical says they're ready for a big move up or down. As of now, down might be the way. Keeps getting rejected. I'm honestly not going to play it though until I see a move up. Once I see a big breakthrough 101, then I'll be bullish on it, but until I see that big breakout, I think I'm just going to sit there and just sit and watch this one. Keisha says, that was fun watching AMD live. We need to do some live trading, Tom. That would be really fun. Yeah, I know, right? That would be fun. Probably should get into that soon. Probably should. I'm just sad it didn't break out now. I wanted to see that big break. Now I gotta wait all day for this to break out. Great. I'll come back to you later, AMD. MGM's the one actually. This one broke out a lot this morning. It pulled back. Now it's right at that upper resistance of the day around 36. Kind of double topping like AMD was, which is interesting. Coinbase started going back up a little bit. Coinbase looks like it might be an okay little dip buy down here. I mean, it was up a lot. It's pulling back. Now it's trying to rip back up. You know, it looks like offhand, just glancing at it, it looks like a fairly good dip buy. I'm not playing it on the dip personally. This stock's way too crazy today for me, but nonetheless, it's done very, very well. Ooh. Here we go. Goldman Sachs adjust price target on AMD to 112 from 99, and then they reiterated their buy rating. So that's cool to see for AMD today, right? That was just after market open that news came out. So that's cool to see there. Yeah, that's great. But yeah, there's our rejection. Utter rejection. Not what you want to see. All right, let's go see if we can find some big stocks moving up, though. AMC is not doing as well as AMD today. What else we have? Win, Penn, those types of stocks pulling back a little bit now. Yep, Penn Gaming pulling back. Plug Power, how about these stocks? Yeah, even these are pulling back right now. Maybe everything's coming back down. Let's see the SPY. Let's see. Yeah, SPY does look a little bit bearish here today. It definitely doesn't look too bullish. We have Apple. Apple was actually really breaking this morning, and now they're actually down below support. So that's kind of funny. Apple's been both ways this morning. All over the place, trying to fake us out or something. Microsoft, Amazon. I'm still kind of bullish on Amazon, guys. I still like that setup on Amazon. The rest of the market's still going to dictate a lot with it, but yeah, I like that setup still. Looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, my watch list is slowly, though, sinking down into the red. Like DraftKings down in the red, Intel. Um, what else? Beyond Meat, Take-Two Interactive. Like, all these stocks are down today. And the way a lot are starting to trend, it's not looking too hot. You know, like a lot are starting to like double top and pull back down intraday. Like even RCL is having it happen. Interesting. What about Netflix? Yeah, Netflix coming down. JP Morgan, some of those banks. Look at JP Morgan. Holy crap. This thing's really pulling down to 112 down there at the low. Xbox says, I'm considering buying more SoFi soon. My first shares I bought were at $10, so I would still be averaging down. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'd probably average down a little bit more too here. You know, you bought at 10. I'd probably, well, I hope you were buying down here at the lows too, Xbox, but yeah, I know you said you bought at 10, so you are technically averaging down. It might not be a bad time to average in a little bit more. I wouldn't go in too deep, though, right here. I still feel like it could go a little bit lower. Keisha says, Tom, what do you think of Twilio? TWLO? Let's see. Actually, Twilio on the daily chart looks pretty insane. It looks kind of like SoFi or Sophie. But they actually have earnings coming up today. So be on the lookout for that aftermarket close. That's going to be insane. So Keisha, I would say it looks pretty good. There's a big support down here around 80. I think it looks like it's on a pretty good uptrend. It might start to break out here over the next week or so. I'm not saying it's going to run up a lot, maybe up to like 110 or something I could see pretty safely. But yeah, I think it is due for a bit of an uptrend, just like a lot of other growth stocks are, Keisha. Honestly, this setup looks very similar to just about everything, whether we look at Zoom or whether we look at SoFi or whether we look at DraftKings or whatever. It looks just about like everything that's been down here at the bottom. So pretty insane. But yeah, nonetheless though, I really appreciate you guys joining up today, of course. Seriously, I appreciate everybody like Keisha, J-Deep, Jamie, Xbox, of course, Jacob, Iranical, Bill W, I'm Fierce, Nathan, appreciate it, seriously. Nathan says, we selling off, are we? Yeah, we probably are. A lot of stocks are starting to pull back here intraday. Yeah, there goes the SPY coming back down. Like I said, just everything's looking like it's falling off. Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, just about everything's falling. Look at Tesla even right now. Even that has a big red candle extending off to the downside today, and that's definitely not what you want. Yeah, these are just insane, though. Iranical says, maybe party is over and start to come back to bear market. No, I don't think the party's over. I just think that we've had a very nice uptrend the past week or two, and it just has to start to slow down. I mean, look at some of these stocks like AMD. I mean, like, look at how straight up this has been ever since the beginning of July. I mean, I know that we've been in a bear market lately, but look at this. I mean, this has been a whole month now. A whole month of pretty much straight upward movement. There we go. Like Nvidia was up just the same. Apple looks even better. Amazon straight up. I feel like we just have to have some type of sell-off in the short term. Maybe maybe like another week of bear market. You know, we'll probably have like 3 or 4 days now of downtrend or consolidation, and then we'll probably rip right back up after that. I hope we're still not in a bad bear market though, because some of these jobs numbers and stuff are still holding up fairly well. And yeah, I would think stocks have been doing fairly good the past few weeks, you know, forming some good supports. A lot of them are only slightly up too. Like, we still need some more good movement. Like, let's look at Meta. It's honestly still really close to the lows. Yeah, like Meta honestly has been very lackluster, even though like AMD, for example, is like way up. Look at Meta, it looks terrible. TJX, Keisha's calling out TJX here. TJX. I haven't heard about this one in a while. No one's ever really talked about this one in like the Discord or anything, but yeah, let's see it. Yeah, it's having a pretty good move. I mean, I will say, Keisha, this one's not my favorite. I don't know what's up with this. It's all over the place. Let's see that daily. Yeah, it's holding up pretty well on the daily, though. Kind of looks like Costco. I know that they do something like that, like Costco. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Xbox Fanatic says, what's your favorite Warren Buffett quote? Mine is, be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. Yeah, that's definitely up there. Let me look at some of the quotes really quick. That's probably my favorite one too. Let's see. Let me see. Some of these quotes are good. I like them. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's probably my favorite too, honestly. I'm trying to find the best quotes here. Here's my, this is probably my favorite one, all right? It's, rule number 1 is never lose money. Rule number 2 is never forget rule number 1. That one's pretty good. I do like that. He also had one where he said, someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. I like that one too. Here's what I really like. I think I found my favorite one. I think I found my favorite one. Here, I'll put it up on the stream for you guys so you can see them. Here we go. This is my favorite one. Number 6 here. It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. I think that's a really good quote there by Mr. Buffett. I think that's one of the best ones I've seen actually out there. Let's see. Some of these look pretty good. He's got a lot of quotes out here. Wow. Did Warren Buffett say that, Keisha? Did he say trade with the chart, not with your heart? Let's see. Trade with the chart, Not with your heart. Is that really his? I don't think that's his, Keisha. Look, you can buy a shirt for this. That's funny. That's pretty cool, though. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. Okay, Keisha said Warren Buffett didn't say it. It's just a saying I picked up with trading. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was something Buffett said at first. Xbox says sounds like Keenan Grace. I don't even know who the hell that is, but it sounds funny. Keenan Grace. Oh God. Now I see what you mean. I see who you're talking about now. Never even heard of that guy though. Xbox. I haven't even heard of him yet. Now I have though. Yeah, Warren Buffett had some good quotes though. I mean, my favorite, probably that one that I said, better to buy a amazing company at a fair price rather than a fair company at an amazing price. Cool, this is cool. He said the chance to deploy capital is when things are going down. This is pretty funny. That's a pretty funny quote too. But getting back to the stock market here today, let's go check out Berk A and Berk B. Why don't we check those out? Let's check out Berk B. Yeah, that monthly chart's looking good. Still steady. Let's try Berk A. There we go. Berk A looks more normal here for us. Wow, why are they down so much? This must not be the right thing. Berk.B. That's what it is. Okay. Sorry, guys. TradingView has some whack stuff here on their tickers sometimes. Whoa. Berk.B fell off big over the past few months. Wow. That's actually a big drop from Berkshire. I remember for a while, though, Berkshire was so high that it had me honestly messed up in the head. I was like, wow, like, how are they even up this high? Is it even possible? Keisha says, learning how to trade with your learning how not to trade with your emotions, but with the charts and technicals. And then Iranical says, AMD broke. There we go, Iranical. There we go. Got that breakout we wanted. It broke 101. Now it better hold up there and keep going. So better not have a bad fake out for us here. That would be a little bit lackluster. Keisha says, I'm also calling out RTX or Raytheon. Let's see, RTX. Yeah, RTX is pulling back a little bit today. Yeah, having a little bit of a pullback there. Definitely not the best. Ooh. RTX. What are you calling it out for, Keisha? Calls or puts? I guess puts. Kind of seems like it's going down here. Yeah, that daily doesn't look very good. Keisha says calls. Calls. All right, Keisha. All right. She's looking at it for calls. It has like a double top around 95. It's trying to come up here, Keisha. I hope it comes up for you. Long-term calls. That makes sense, of course. Even short-term calls might be pretty good. I mean, I'm just eyeing it up on the 5 minutes. Yeah, she goes, watch, you'll see. Yeah. I hope I do. I hope I do see it. I really do. All right. I appreciate you guys joining up today. It's been a pretty good live stream today. I will say overall, pretty good day in the market. You know, we've had some stocks going up, some stocks going down. Coinbase was crazy at the beginning, now started to fall back off with that BlackRock partnership. But yeah, I appreciate you guys seriously. As always, if you like the stream, smash that like button. Don't forget to comment down below. I will be live here tomorrow morning as well. So tell your friends, you know, let's get a party going here in the chat tomorrow morning. Let's see what kind of big stocks we can find. Maybe get some big day trades going. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and let's kill it the rest of the week.